They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga leaving. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was close, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga leaving. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga leaving. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill him. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eating bullet for dinner. 5.0, eat him up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga leaving. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga leaving. Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean? Talking about smoke, and we still living in the same bitch. No, sir.
Salute to the squad, salute to the team, salute to the family. I got that mic going. Let me know if y'all can hear me good. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm coming through. If I'm coming through like I'm supposed to. You feel me? Alright. Let me go ahead and do the shout outs to the family. We got the family in the building. Let me do the shout outs first. Shout out to Banks Hayes, big AMC in the building. Salute my brother, all things. AMC FSG in the building. Mark Nash TV in the building. Salute, King. Yeah, that thumbnail crazy. Marquee, big AMC FSG. Salute, King. Peace and blessings. Creole the Traveler in the building. Salute, homie. Andy Gill, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Rod Walker, Shalom, King. Peace and blessings to you, bro. Fresh bacon with them pies. Salute, Al Boogie. What it do? Mr. M Pride. Salute, King. What's going on with you? So shout out to the family that's in the building. You know, we keep it shit kosher. It's funny how I always thought the word demure was for women. But I've been hearing niggas lately talking about they keeping shit demure. I could have sworn that demure shit is for a woman that's, when a woman keeps something demure, that means she keeps stuff nice and elegant. Shout out to the queen, Miss Ashley. She's out the corner. If you're not subscribed to her, you might wanna, because she gets it in, and she's not a friend to the people that be fucking around with that fuck boy shit. Shout out to my boy Mike Rhythm in the building. And I ain't talking about rhythm and blues, baby. My man, or Mike Rhyme. Just shout out to my nigga Mike Lowry. That's what we call a big Mike Lowry in the building. So what's popping every day, man? We got breaking news. Breaking fucking news. Ryan Garcia has just moved back to San Diego and is now back in Eddie Reynosa's gym. Thomas Hill, salute my good brother. And hey, Thomas, if you need the link, let me know. Because, like I said, it lists 2 people up and then it starts kicking people off after that. I don't know what it is. It's like, because when we used to try to get 2 sitting them in, they'd be kicking her off and shit. Like I said, I only got a couple more days of restream, then I'm going back to StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? Going back to StreamYard. But before we get started, y'all already know the support for the channel. You can hit the PayPal or the Cash App. You know I at least need 5 people to support each day. You know, keep the channel going. You know, pretty soon we won't have YouTube counting my pockets, blocking my blessings. You feel me? But yeah, like I was saying, this is the sports bar. So we do all types of sports here. I know a lot. We focus on boxing. Yeah, restream is whack, Ashley. But you know, we focus a lot on boxing. But we do basketball and football as well. And in the sports bar that we got on Discord, we will be streaming events every weekend. And once we get the shit set up, we'll be streaming during the week as well. You know, it's a community we got. And you know, everybody get the community. We got my brother Kawhi Elliott, the Mexican Monster, in the building. Salute to Kawhi and the Mexican Monster. You know, the cash cow of PBC right now. And shout out to motherfucking David Benavidez for keeping that shit 1,000. Like I said, my respect for David Benavidez has just hit the roof. My niggas say, fuck that shit. If you want to fight me, you got to come over here. He not trying to bite the bullet for turkey a la sheep. And that's what the fuck I'm talking about. David Benavidez, Banderos and Roja. You know, the red bandana. That's what he used to be called. I've been following since then. But yeah, and I'm about to say, it ain't no reason Don Trickum don't trick him, AMC FSG in the building. But it ain't no reason for David Benavidez to go to Turkey anyway, because nigga, they just did an $8 million gate and over 200,000 pay-per-views, dog. Over 200,000 pay-per-views. They say the number is close to 275. But you know, a lot of people gonna downplay it, but let's just say they did 250,000 pay-per-views, right? With an $8 million gate. That's $28 million for a fight. Benavidez and Morrell just got their biggest paydays. I'm talking about a little cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. $100 bills, y'all. I think David Morrell walked away with $10 million. I think Benavidez and his dad got like $16 million. And the PBC, they got the rest. Plus, Amazon also funded the fight. So, you know. Yeah, Ashley, I've always liked both Davids. PGB Big Dog, salute. I just always thought Morrell had better footwork and better boxing ability, whereas David Benavidez, I felt like he was a juggernaut. Like David Benavidez, he just overwhelms you. Like, and he proved it. Like David Benavidez really doesn't have to have skill because he just comes forward. He is the definition of Mexican style. He will come forward and just keep firing. And you know, like Floyd and them said, as long as you keep touching your opponent, it's hard for your opponent to touch you. JTM, salute King, peace and blessings. And as long as he can touch his opponent without motherfucking getting hit, he'll go real far. James Dunnigan, salute. I wouldn't say he crushed him, James Dunnigan. It was a great fight. Yeah. Jermaine Woods. Yeah, he been invited to come over for the fight, Jermaine Woods, but you got to hear what he said. Benavidez ain't taking that knee. Kawhi, they can't say shit, but they gonna dick eat anyway, Kawhi. They gonna say that the shit ain't do numbers, PBC about to fail. But Jermaine Wood, yeah, they did invite David Benavidez over there. But did you hear what David Benavidez said? He said he built his people over here. And he said if they want to fight, the fight coming over here. David Benavidez don't need turkey money. David Benavidez and David Morrell just got 8 figures apiece. Exactly, Andy Gill. They just got 8 figures apiece. The fuck they need turkey for? Both of Davids have just made more money than Bud Crawford made besides the Spence fight. More money than Bud has gotten with Turkey a la Sheep, the Davids have just made. David and David have just made more than anybody on Turkey's payroll. So why would they need to go over there? Why would either of them want to go over there and fight on Turkey's card? Especially with David Benavidez, he's been trying to build his crowd up from the mud. I remember when David Benavidez and David and his brother Jose, they did their first pay-per-view, that Arizona card, where he was fighting the dude from Contender. He was fighting Rashidi Ellis' brother, Ronald Ellis, and his brother, and they both PBC, Andy Gill, and his brother really lost, but they gave his brother a draw. And then we sat there and watched them do 80K with Caleb Plant. 80 is between 80 and 90K with Caleb Plant. Then we sat there and watched them do motherfucking 70K with Boo Boo. You feel what I'm saying? And now he just did over 200 with David. He doesn't need to go over there. This man has systematically grew his fan base. Like, he grew his fan base from the mud. Him and Pitbull starting to grow his fan base. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about. We'll get back to the Davis and shit. Pitbull is a name. Pitbull, he may go out there and shoot his load early, but the Mexican fans, they love Pitbull because they know Pitbull about to go out there. He gonna give you everything he got, and then he gonna struggle around. And one thing about Pitbull, he leaves everything in the ring. Pitbull, he'll throw everything he got, and then he will dig in his reserves and get beat on for the rest of the fight, but he would never give up. Mexicans love that. They love it. They know he's coming to go to work. And Pitbull has grew his crowd as well. We got to realize PBC have fighters that are building their own prospects. Like, everybody laughed when David Benavidez and Boo Boo did 60,000. But what they didn't laugh about, him and Boo Boo did 60,000. They had a $3.5 million gate, right? So that was $4.8 million for the pay-per-view, and it was a $7 million fight. That was enough to pay Boo Boo and David, plus Amazon put the fight on. So it still was a good fight because Boo Boo got $3 million, David got $3 million. And PBC didn't lose nothing, even though it could have been higher. But that put more eyes on Benavidez. And Benavidez's last 4 fights, he has fought top opposition. He fought Caleb Plant coming off a vicious knockout of Darrell. And Caleb Plant only lost to Canelo at the time. Then he fought undefeated Demetrius Andrade. Then he fought a one-loss Gravoski. Even though his showing wasn't that great, he moved up and fought a intern fight against a one-loss person, moving up in the division. Then he just unified the secondary belts with an undefeated knockout artist, David Morrell. So Benavidez has been putting in the work. And like his trajectory, and motherfuckers might not understand it, but he's doing exactly what Tank Davis did. I'm going to explain to you. When Tank Davis came out, his first little pay-per-view did like 180,000. Then he did like 200-something thousand. Then he did like 225. Then he did the Ryan Garcia, and that shit did 1.4 to 1.6 million. Because every time you put the bright lights on these guys, they show up. And yeah, Benavidez didn't get a knockout his last fight versus Morrell. But that fight was nonstop action. David Benavidez threw good shots. He caught Morrell. Morrell threw good shots, caught Benavidez. These two warriors stood in front of each other and banged it out. Benavidez got hurt and fought through it. Morrell got hurt, fought through it. That right there is two athletes that went to go get that paper. They went to go get that paper. And as long as you keep making entertaining fights like that, people are going to come and watch your shit. Because you're not cherry picking your opponents. You're picking the best opponents there. And shout out to the beautiful Queen 2 Cent in the building. If you're not subscribed to her, subscribe to her. And you can't get mad when a fighter is picking the best opposition. When Floyd Mayweather was coming through, he was picking the best opposition. Floyd was fighting the top of each division. Like Floyd, they told him to stay away from Diego Corrales. Big block in that 454. Diego Corrales was undefeated, 38 wins. I think it was like 34 knockouts. Chico was damn near 6 feet. Floyd was the underdog. He broke that man down. Floyd went over there and beat Hatton. Floyd beat everybody when he was Money Mayweather, dog. And people can say what they want. Tank beat everybody that they put in front of him. And it's funny because they saying that the people Tank fight are nobodies. But after Tank fought Gamboa, you got Devin Haney rushing to fight Gamboa. And they saying that Gamboa and Devin Haney was a legacy fight for Devin. They talk about Rolly wasn't nothing. Rolly won the belt. You had Devin trying to fight Rolly. You had motherfucking Rolly lost the belt to Pitbull, but now Rolly is about to fight Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney is on the undercard. Devin Haney is on the undercard of two of Tank's victims. Do you understand that? They say Hector Garcia wasn't nothing. A gold medalist. He was a champion, a super champ. He fought Tank when he beat Chris Colbert, old prime time. Then after that, you had Shakur wanting to fight Hector Garcia, but Lamont Roach took him off the playing board, took his belt. Ryan Garcia, they say he wasn't nothing. He was a tune-up fight. Frequent, I can compare whoever I want to compare, Frequent. Because, I'm gonna bring it around too. Shout out to the beautiful queen, Miss Barbara D. You really can't compare Tank to Floyd because people was wanting to fight Floyd. They're not wanting to fight Tank, Frequent. Then you got Tank that fought Ryan Garcia. Everybody said, oh, Tank versus Ryan is a gimmick fight. Then you got Devin and Bill begging Lee Jackson salute. You got Devin and Bill begging Ryan for a payday. Begging Ryan Garcia for a payday. And then they get beat. And the funny shit about the shit, now they trying to get a rematch with Ryan Garcia, who Tank beat for their biggest payday. That's what they're doing. Frank Martin. Everybody said Tank don't fight slick black fighters. Frank gonna give it to him. Everybody was cheering for Frank until round 6. Everybody wanted Tank until round 6. After round 6, 7, and 8, oh man, Frank was too immature. Frank didn't know nothing. Frank was a prospect. They saying all this. But this the same Frank that wanted to fight Keyshawn Davis. And Keyshawn was like, I ain't got but a couple fights. You feel me? Now, you got Keyshawn Davis. He called out Tank, talking about Tank has been tricking the game for too long. No, wait. I'm sorry, y'all. I jumped ahead. Then you got Lomachenko, who's been ducking Tank for years and making it look like it's the other way around. So he finally gets a chance to get his biggest payday versus Tank. Now he want to retire. Guan Dragon Assassins, my brethren. Salute. Frequent. I fight Tank for a quarter of what Ryan got. I don't even have to get all that. You can give me, nigga, you can give me a milli. You give me a milli, I get in there with Tank. Shit. The worst he can do is whoop my ass. But if I do win, I'm that much better. But that's what I'm saying. Then after Floyd releases control of Tank Davis, right? Floyd ain't controlling Tank no more. So now Tank can control his own destiny. Soon as that happened, first thing he do was approach the Haney's. The Haney's say they got prior engagements. Picasso salute. So they went to go fight Regis Prograis and turned down their biggest ever payday with Tank Davis. They also turned down the chance to be pay-per-view stars to fight Lomachenko in a rematch. Because, like Devin said, Dad, he knows everything I'm doing. See, Lomachenko scared Devin. If Devin didn't start off as good as he did, and if Lomachenko didn't take that 12th round off, Devin loses that fight. The one round that Lomachenko got tired and took off is what separated Devin and Lomachenko. That stopped Lomachenko from being undisputed. Because if Lomachenko wouldn't have took that 12th round off, it would have been a draw or Loma would have won. The fight was 7-5. 3 minutes separated Devin and his whole career. But he could have ran it back 36 minutes and became a star. But yeah, Lomachenko with all that fake ducking, he gets a chance on the biggest stage. He retires. Shakur, with all that pump faking, sitting around in a damn chair with no shirt on, calling the man out, sitting there saying, Loma, if you don't fight him, I'll fight him. Because he thought Loma was going to fight the man. Loma told him to go ahead. Then Shakur and his team specifically told Eddie Hearns, no Tank Davis fight. But the PBC still reached out to Shakur, tried to offer him a one-fight deal. Shakur said, no, I need a multi-fight deal because Shakur knew once he lost to Tank Davis, he wanted to make sure his future was secure in a couple of fights afterwards. And the PBC didn't want to do that. How are you trying to force the PBC? How are you trying to force the PBC to carry you? You feel me? Like, Shakur doesn't sell. He's not that exciting, but he's a good boxer. A great boxer, actually. He just lets his mouth get him in damn trouble. But the PBC didn't want to take on that type of, problem. So Shakur, Brian the King Falcon, salute King. Salute to my brother in the building. Just came through, phenomenal show in the building. Salute, brother. Hope everything's well. So Shakur backed out. De Los Santos said no. El Rayo say we not fighting no more this year. So everybody that was supposed to fight Tank couldn't fight Tank. So out the cut, here go Keyshawn Davis. I want to fight him. He been tricking the game for too long. Like, I'm like, okay, at first I thought it was just some tomfoolery. I thought it was some fuckery. I thought it was going to be like everybody else. But then he doubled down. Then he beat the overweight limos. And then they did the little interview. And he said, yeah, Tank wants to fight me. His people reached out. And now they're doing that. Devontae Cromwell, salute King. Now they're doing that on a damn fight card for Top Rank. And they're talking about Gervonta Tank Davis. So I'm like, okay, this fight is pretty much in the bag now. Keyshawn get a belt. Him and Tank, they unify. Davis versus Davis. It's a big fight. Keyshawn done built up his... Keyshawn went from 20,000 followers, y'all, to over 900K. Ever since he did that rant about he been tricking the game too long, I want to fight Tank. This man has gained no matter of fact, it might be different now. But he's done gained close, might as well say he gained 1 million followers by saying he wants to fight Tank Davis, y'all. The businessman said that he don't need Tank to build himself, but he used Tank to build himself. Make it make sense. And he had everybody hyped. Me and Big Supreme argued about it because at first I'm on the fence saying this nigga don't want to fight Tank. But then finally I get around to the fact and I say, okay, maybe this guy does want to fight Tank Davis. Next thing you know, they start talking about Lomachenko versus Keyshawn. It'll be a great match. Whoa, 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 whoa. Put a fork in that one. How the fuck Lomachenko gonna fight Keyshawn when Lomachenko is retiring? And Keyshawn said, knock, knock. Tank, knock, knock. I want to fight you. You've been tricking the game for too long. I can beat him. Hold up. How did Loma name even get inserted in that shit right there? When we weren't even thinking about Loma, we was thinking about him in the Ukraine popping mojitos and shit. Now y'all trying to drag this nigga back and fight Keyshawn? No. And if the boxing public let him get away with that, motherfuckers are a bunch of fucking clowns. And I don't want to hear you say shit about Tank Davis not fighting nobody, because every time he tries to fight somebody, a nigga will scurry out the back door and then they blame Tank. That's like blaming a motherfucking store owner that his store is getting robbed when niggas come in there with guns and he sit up there helping another customer. Like you can't when the motherfucker backdoor you, dog. And then to add insult to injury, they said Pitbull was not a good fight for Tank. Now you got Keyshawn Davis off the Loma train talking about he wants to fight Pitbull. Now hold up. You never said Pitbull was motherfucking tricking the game. Y'all said Pitbull ain't even a good fighter. But you see that the Pitbull has a fan base. People are trying to see Pitbull. The only person Keyshawn can fight, not named Tank Davis, is Andy Cruz in my book. That is the only reason I would give you a pass for fighting Tank, is if you try to motherfucking straighten up with Andy Cruz, which is not even a good fight for you at this moment because Andy Cruz doesn't offer you shit, even though it'll be respect. Like, and then you got people like Rilo and them saying, I want to see Keyshawn versus Loma. That's a legacy fight. He can fight Loma later, but that's not who he was calling for. And like, niggas kill me. Like, you so quick to put the gun at Tank. If he hiccups or if he motherfucking burps, you got the gun aimed at Tank like, oh, this nigga just burped and didn't say excuse me. Let's get him. But then you got motherfuckers that call out Tank and then turn around and want to fight somebody else. And then y'all motherfuckers condone that shit. Y'all enable that shit. Y'all saying that's a good fight. Yeah, I would like to see it. Oh, I got Keyshawn alone. Like, bro, how do we even insert this nigga in the conversation, dog? Like, motherfuckers is so fucking tricked and brainwashed out here, bro. Like, they tell y'all which fights are the good fights instead of you looking at your fucking eyes and using some common fucking sense and saying which fight is good and which fight is not. Y'all motherfuckers are some fucking sheeps out here, dog. Now Keyshawn want to fight damn Pitbull Cruz. You can fight anybody you want to, Keyshawn, after you fight fucking Tank, nigga. You done gained 1 million followers by sitting there calling out Tank. You gonna stand on that shit. You say you the businessman, right? Then stand on fucking business, dog. You the businessman, stand on it then, nigga. Tired of motherfuckers throwing rocks and hiding their heads. Devin Haney been sitting there talking about fighting Tank for years. And this nigga trying to fight you when he come out the prison and you talk about, well, out the jail, and you talk about no. Shakur been calling out Tank for decades. And then you talk about, nah, we not fighting Tank. Like, this pussified shit is pissing me the fuck off, dog. It's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, Kawhi, I would love to see Tank and Shakur in the summer, but guess what? Shakur gonna have a hand injury, bro. Watch what I tell you, Kawhi. He gonna have a hand fucking injury. Frequent. I'm not saying Keyshawn versus Loma is a bad fight, but that's not the fight. Frequent. Now you act like you don't understand. What did Keyshawn tell us months ago, Frequent? He said, the only person I want to fight is Tank. That's the only person I want to fight. He said, knock, knock, Tank. He said, you've been tricking the game too long, Tank. He says, I want to fight you, Tank. He ain't said shit about Lomachenko. So no, I don't think him versus Loma's a good fight. And there you go, Frequent, trying to sit there and rationalize the shit. So him and Loma, they wasn't even thinking about that shit when he had 20,000 followers, Frequent. But now that he done built up his following by saying Tank's name, now it's, well, let's explore the Lomachenko situation. They wasn't thinking about that. And see, that's the shit that gets me. You use the next man to build up your name. You build up your name off the next man, and then instead of motherfucking fighting that man, you go elsewhere. And then, bro, you done said, he said a lot of disrespectful shit, dog. Like, we can't just sweep that shit under a rug. That's like you see my mom and you call my mama a stinking ass nigger bitch or some shit. Or like you spit in my mama's face or something. Like, nigga, we not letting that shit go. It's on site. We gotta get it in. Like, it's certain shit that you do and say you just can't let go, bro. Fareed, salute. And then y'all motherfuckers are trying to let bygones be bygones, bro. And Frequent, you saying Frank Martin ain't a slick boxer. Frank Martin was slick as hell before he got beat by Tank. Frequent. What is Keyshawn fighting for now, Frequent? Keyshawn should be getting a belt next week, Frequent. And they said they want to unify, Frequent. Come on, man. Let's not play stupid, Frequent. They both said after they upcoming fights, while he's fighting Baranchek, Tank got Lamont Roach. And then they said they can knock horns together. Keyshawn trying to get out the fucking division. Keyshawn keep talking about 140 fights. That's called I'm trying to get the fuck away from Tank because you know why? Because of that video I showed y'all. That video I showed y'all where Tank was sparring with Keyshawn in 16 ounces and headgear, where he hurt Keyshawn twice. Keyshawn said he couldn't even get a punch off. He said he turned me into a defensive fighter, and I don't like that. He had that nigga shelled up in headgear in 16 ounces. So Keyshawn know what's up once that shit come off. He know it's rockabye, baby, like New Jack City, baby. Desmond Johnson, salute. Hey, I need 5 people to support the Cash App or the PayPal. Let's get this shit rolling, man. Let's support the grind. It's hard work up here, baby. Can I get 5 people to support the grind today? Like I said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And you know, just support the grind. I just need 5 people to support. You feel me? But that's what I'm saying, man. We got to sit there and hold people accountable. And like I'm saying, why does Keyshawn keep talking about 140? Like, if anything, if you want to go fight somebody at 140, you and Shakur just had a nigga call y'all out the other day. What's my Spanish nigga name that just was standing in front of them calling their ass out? Help me, chat. What's my nigga name? He was just calling for their asses. And yeah, the only reason I asked for 5 people to support the grind is because everything I do, you know what I'm saying? I used to get paid to do my YouTube. But since I'm controversial and I speak my mind and I try to keep everything 1,000, the YouTube has took my monetization right. So my sponsors is gone. Like, I don't even get watch ads. Like, I used to put a video out and get paid per video that I put out. Now, the only thing I get is when y'all donate. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they really put a stifle on the income just because I didn't conform to the rules. Now, I'm supposed to get my monetization back in March. I'm supposed to go to a hearing. That means my year is gone. But I'm going to tell you like this. I get my monetization back. I'm going to try to use words that's less offensive, but I'm going to still keep it 100 though. I still got to keep it 100 because that's just me. I can't be no fake individual. You know what I'm saying? I just need to stay away from the trigger words. That's all. And nah, it wasn't, it was SGB Mello. Hey bro, appreciate that Cash App yesterday. My nigga SBG Mello was in the Cash App last night. I appreciate that, family. Appreciate you representing the channel. Yeah, they couldn't handle me at my full blast, Thomas Hill. But I mean, that's what people want. They want the real. And that's all I can give people is the real. If I'm fake, then hell, I'd be like Blue Blood and them. And telling y'all that shit is subjected to change. You feel what I'm saying? And shout out to the beautiful queen. She always looks out when she's here. To the beautiful queen, Miss Barbara Davis. Thank you, queen. Thank you for the $5 holler in the Cash App. And shout out to the Mexican monster, Kawhi Elliott, in the building with the $2 holler in the Cash App. Appreciate that, Mexican monster. Appreciate that. Well, he the black Mexican monster. But yeah, man. And see, you said, am I going to start keeping it 100 and say Devin the face of YouTube boxing talk? Well, frequent. If he was, I would though, right? But you go through all the daggone the post on Facebook right now. Who has Devin as their title, frequent? Who is talking about Devin on YouTube right now? I'll wait. YouTube face, that means everybody's talking about you. And until you said something about Devin, I almost forgot he existed. But I can tell you this, Frequent, you fool ass Earth man. Devin Haney is an undefeated, former undisputed two division champion. And he's fighting on the undercard of two guys that Tank Davis knocked out. And neither one of them are champion. Ryan Garcia is not a champion. Rolly's not a champion. And Devin's fighting on their undercard. What does that say, Frequent? That's called the face of embarrassment. Like, how the hell do you fight on the undercard of Tank Davis's leftovers? And then you also on the undercard of the nigga who beat you like you was a Hebrew slave. And then you're also trying to fight this nigga for your biggest payday. Actually, he's not getting the most on that card, Frequent. Ryan Garcia is getting the most. And Rolly is getting the second most, Frequent. Devin Haney is getting $2.3 million for that fight, Frequent. Both Ryan and Rolly is clearing more than 3. And Frequent, listen to what you're saying. How can you be getting the most and you're not even a co-main? Do you think about this shit before you type it, my brother? Like, dude, you don't think about the shit before you type it. But yes, again, thank you to Miss Barbara D and Kawhi Elliott for coming through in the Cash App. I just need 3 more people to support the grind. Can I get 3 more people to support the grind for the day? I appreciate all of y'all. But what I was saying before I get back to Frequent, we had the first ever AMC stream this weekend. And 2 Cent, how'd you like it? It was pretty good, right? Y'all know we sat there and watched the pay-per-view boxing match together. And what we plan on doing, Frequent, I'm going to get to you in a second. We're going to build up that community where we're going to watch a lot. We're going to have sports. And we're going to have the sports gambling in one room, right? We're going to have the sports gambling for all the gamblers in here. We're going to have a room just for the betting, for people to put their picks up. Room for streaming football. We're going to have a room for streaming basketball. Room for other sports like kickboxing and shit like that. You know, you come in there, there's different TVs playing. So we try to set it up like that, have different rooms. And you know, some of the long-time supporters on this channel, we're going to make y'all moderators in there. You feel me? Have y'all moderators inside there. Because you know the community is going to grow. And we're going to need to keep it moderated. And the chat room is going to be open at all times. Team members that's in here now, the pay-per-view events that get but if it's new people that want to just come in there and watch the family, they're not about to benefit off the family and eat for free. Like, it might be like a $5 or $10 surcharge I gotta get with GM. But that money will be put back into the Discord. Probably gonna get the Discord not monetized, but certified. So you know we'll have a thing. I'm breaking up now, even with the hold on. My microphone ain't working. Hold up. Don't touch the reverb. Let me put the noise cancellation on it then. Alright, how it sounds now? But yeah, what we're gonna do is shout out to my brother Kilo Nella in the building. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the room set up, but people that's not part of the AMC family, like I said, they either have to be paying, they have to pay to come in there and play with us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we don't mind outsiders, but shout out to my brother Brian the King Falcone in the Cash App with the 222. He say keep cooking. Hey man, I'm about to put some grease on it, baby. About to put some grease on it. I just need 2 more people to support the grind. Can I get 2 more people to support the grind? And we had our goal for the day. And yeah, you know, nigga ain't agree. I just say 5 people support. That's at least okay. You feel what I'm saying? But what I was gonna say, is, like I said, we're gonna have different rooms for different sports where it's streaming. But like I said, I don't mind people coming to our shit. But what we're gonna do, like if they're not part of the membership, they're not part of AMC FSG, we're gonna start putting a temporary room up for like the pay-per-views and stuff. It'll be like a temporary room that they can access that day. If they pay to get in there, they can access the temporary room to watch the stream on that temporary room. And after the sporting event is over with, that room will be deleted. You feel what I'm saying? But the people that still AMC FSG, you know, it'll just be in one of the regular rooms. It'll be in one of the regular rooms that we have. So, you know, we trying to get this thing constructed correctly and build a community. Because I feel like we can have a community of a few thousand people in there, you know, just sitting back, kicking it, watching the different sports. You know, we can gamble in that thing, you know, help each other out in there on the gambling, you know, just have a good time. It's like a party spot. You know, a lot of people like going to chat rooms and sit there and talk. And like a lot of people come to like different boxing channels just to kick it with the people in the chat. And you know the chat gonna be open 24/7. So, you know, you can talk to people in the chat anytime you want to. All you gotta do is add them and it'll give them like a notification and everything. But yeah, that's how we're gonna get that set up right there, you know, get the community going. And I think it'll be good. And like I said, people that come through that's not part of the family, they come to the temporary room so they can watch what they watch. And if they ain't part of the family, they can keep it moving at the end. You feel me? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. That's how we talking about doing the damn, you know, doing the Discord. And like I was in a Discord group before we was playing a video game. It's about 4 years ago. And we had like 1,000 people on our server. And you know, it used to be live in there. It was kind of fun and everything. So we're gonna get that shit together. Shout out to my nigga Slogan One. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, nah, it's gonna be the Boom Boom Room, Brian the King Falcon. Sugar's Boom Boom Room. Slogan One, my brother. What's it poppin'? But yeah, we're gonna get it poppin', you know. We got the YouTube channel, now we're about to have the Discord poppin'. And see, one thing about the Discord, you know, you can FaceTime people in the Discord. You can FaceTime, talk, text, anything. So, you know, it's wide open. It's wide open. But yeah. Oh, and you know something, Creole, with the Discord, I don't even keep the money right there. I told my man Mike to keep it because, you know, he's the daggone creator of it. You feel me? And I told him it'd be best if he gets to keep it because, you know, he created the Discord. feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like since he putting in all the work, he can take that money and then he can do whatever he wants to do with it. Plus, pay for the pay-per-views and stuff. You feel me? And shout out to my brother Kilo in the Cash App with the $5 holler. He say supporting the grind. Appreciate you, my brother. And shout out to my man Andy Gill in the Cash App with the Tracy McGrady coming through with the $3 holler. Appreciate you, family. But yeah, back to what we were saying. Now, Frequent, can you try to how do you explain that, Frequent? Like, how can the undercard make more than the main event? And no, who keeps saying Devin Haney is the co-main? Him and Ramirez. If you say he's the co-main, I just say he's the first loser. Because you got one person whose name is in lights, and that's Ryan and motherfucking Rowley. And the fucked up shit about it, Ryan versus Rowley, like I said, those are two people that Tank Davis knocked out. And now Devin's fighting on the undercard to fight a rematch against the guy that whooped him like he was his daddy. He beat Devin like he was his daddy. He gave Devin the ass whooping that Bill Haney should have gave him. See, if you spare the rod, you spoil the son. And Ryan felt like Devin Haney had been spoiled his whole life. So Ryan put belt the ass. That's all that was belt the ass. 36 minutes of belt to ass. Exactly, J.A. And shout out to my brother J.A. J.A. always sees shit logically. Like, the niggas, motherfucker be talking about that co-main shit. And then, y'all be reaching with all types of lies frequent. Like, a motherfucker, y'all make it what motherfuckers can't like Devin. Because, like me, I can't stand a liar. Like, it's just something about a liar. If I'm around somebody that lies all the time, that shit just bristle my skin, dog. Like, that shit just irks me, dog. Like, you be like, this lying ass nigga here, boy. Like, that shit fucks with you physically, man. And you have the audacity to say that Devin Haney is making more than everybody on that card. Devin Haney doesn't make more than Ryan Garcia on a regular fight. Ryan Garcia got $5 million to fight Duarte. Right? Devin ain't get that. Ryan Garcia got more to fight Devin than Devin did. Remember, Ryan Garcia was the A side in that fight. Devin was the champion, but Ryan was the A side. Make that make sense. Shout out to my brother Rick Timms in the building. Shout out to my brother Windy City Assassin. And Devin Sonier, salute, King. Peace and blessings. Yeah, because, bruh, and Wendy, yeah, liars rub me the wrong way because a liar can get you in a whole bunch of bullshit, dog. And not only that, when a motherfucker offer you a lie and you never even asked for it, like, nigga, you could have kept that shit, man. And see, these Devin Haney fans are habitual liars, dog. Like, they done lied so much they believe that shit, man. Like, motherfucker be like, yeah, Devin's still the champion. Damn right. Yeah, Devin is still the champion. Like, these motherfuckers are lie so much they believe that shit themselves. Yeah, Devin's still the champion in recess. So if he fights for a belt, it'll be a unification. A unification of what? Nigga, he don't have the belt. He got to go up against either Sandor or Puello for his belt back. And I ain't got to beat neither one. And it's funny how fans have more. Like they have more, dog. Like motherfuckers believe in the fighters more than the fighters believe. Believed in themselves as much as they did. The fans did. Them niggas would have fought Tank already and knocked Tank the fuck out if they had that type of belief. Yeah, that shit crazy, killer. Like when I been at motherfucking the counselor, Thomas, I mean not Thomas, T Orlando, straight then boot. Cause on my cat, I can't send money off of my cash app, but I can Zelle it to him out of my bank account. So I Zelle it to T Orlando as soon as it was over with. I bet you got a motherfucking respect it. That is diabolical, Rick. But I'm gonna tell you something that's even worse, bro. You know what's worse than that? Being a champion and the B-side to a guy who never was champion. That right there, plus being a former undisputed, former two-time champion, and still undefeated, fighting on the undercard of two guys that got knocked out. One of the guys that beat on you and you got it took off. The other guy has been beat twice. So it's 3 loss card. Now that is diabolical. Of a ball liquor. Diabolical. If you say it real fast, it's devil ball liquor. Diabolical. Just in case y'all didn't know what that meant, if you say he's munching on these guys' grundage. Undercard. Shit. Card. They trying to make us believe that Devin is the motherfucking is getting the most money out of that fight. Hey, J.A. Dixon, it was only one person that argued about which David got the most money. And that was old boy in David Morrell's camp. He was like, y'all, I wish I got y'all check. He said, I wish I got y'all's check. And that's because David Benavidez was the clear A side. David Benavidez was the clear A side. He made this fight happen. He had the bigger numbers. He had the bigger name. Morrell with 11 fights. He was happy to be there. Benavidez was Canelo. And David Morrell was motherfucking Caleb Plant getting a payday. But one thing that can be said, both fighters walked away with 8 figures. Both fighters walked away with their biggest payday. Motherfucker did almost an $8 million gate and 250,000 pay-per-view. That's a $30 million fight all day. So what if Benavidez walked away with 16 and you got 10? That's still 9 more than you've ever made. You feel me? That's 9 more than you ever made. Shit. Even if that motherfucker was down, let me see, that's 15 million. 15 million apiece. Give me peace. Let me see. And hell, if that shit, and if David Morrell got 25%, he would got 8 million. But I'm thinking the shit was 65-35. I know both of them walked away with 8 figures. I know Morrell got like 10 million off of it. And I think Benavidez got like 16. There go the link right there, Rick, if you want to hop up there. Exactly, Dragon Assassins. No, Barbara D is a rough estimate. That was a rough estimate because they said when the fight was going, they said the gate is over 7 million. You feel me? They said the gate was over 7 million, and they still had people doing it. So that's why I say it was roughly about an 8 million gate. And you know one thing about it, Miss Barbara D, the pay-per-view is directly correlating to the gate. And they said the pay-per-view was around 200 to 280, they was thinking. That was an estimate. That's why I said about 250. That was a rough estimate. And not to say, and that's just domestic. See, you gotta realize we only doing domestic pay-per-view. We don't even they don't even put involved the international. And I know people in England and shit bought that shit too. They had to. And 2 Cent says they making it worse because putting Devin on the undercard of Ryan championship fight is some bullshit. All the BS to the side, Devin deserves better. He's an undisputed champion no matter how. Hey, 2 Cent. That's true, right? But Devin can't sell 2 Cent. And when you can't sell and you allow your father to make bad decisions for you, then you have to salvage what you can. And putting Devin on the undercard of Ryan Garcia is actually a good way to promote their up-and-coming fight because both of them will be on the fight card. You get to see how Devin looks. You get to see how Ryan looks. And Devin will get some exposure. That's just like Floyd Mayweather putting Canelo on one of his undercards. You know, Canelo's getting some exposure because he's on Floyd Mayweather's undercard and he's about to fight Floyd. So, you know, you sit there and watch and you compare how it will look if the two of them squared off again. And so we'll see if Devin is back in. That's why they gave Devin an opponent like Ramirez, because a prime Devin should systematically destroy Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is on his last leg, and he sprained his ankle on it. So he's on his last leg with a sprained ankle. You feel me? And like Akello said, Bill burnt too many bridges. Look, they had a chance to fight Liam Parrow for $3 million, 2 Cent. They had a chance to fight Liam Parrow. They turned it down. He would have got a bigger payday than he got for Ryan or Regis. He turned that shit down because he thought he was worth more. Now he see that he's really not worth spit in the bucket. So now they got to accept what they need. So, and DZ Sanchez, you're absolutely right, Queen. When Devin fights Ryan Garcia again, do I believe that fight will do more than David versus David? Absolutely. 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 because DZ Sanchez, and shout out to my brother Just Do in the building. And if y'all not subscribed to Just Do, I don't know what the hell y'all thinking, but you missing out on a systematically smart way of thinking. Because Just Do, the man is so logical when he comes to this boxing shit, like a surgical precision. Shout out to my brother Teach in the building. Salute. Terrell W. Salute, King. But Devin and Ryan do more pay-per-views than David versus David. Yes. And I'm a David versus David. Man, just man, I appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, he ducked Sandor Martin and he ducked Paro. All right, Rick Timms. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is, right, and easy. This is the reason why Devin and Ryan pay-per-view does more than David versus David. Now, when David and David do their rematch again, you can bet that them numbers is going to be over 500,000. I'll tell you that. See, this is the first time people really got a chance to see David Morrell. See, people knew of David Morrell, but they never got to see him. So in all actuality, if I'm being fair and I'm non-biased, so I'm gonna keep this all the way 100. David Benavidez basically sold that pay-per-view himself. People came out to see David Benavidez fight a guy that is a dangerous puncher, that is a dangerous fighter. A lot of people didn't even know who Morrell was. They just know Morrell can knock shit out and he put people in a coma. He was dangerous. He was Benavidez size. He was undefeated. And he's had a belt since his third fight. That's all people knew. David Benavidez was the star power. That's why David Benavidez got a 65-35 split, I think. I think that's the split. I'm not sure. So David Benavidez sold that pay-per-view like he's been doing the last two with Caleb Plant and Boo Boo Andrade. So the reason why Devin and Ryan will do more is because they did more on their first fight. They did over 300,000 pay-per-views. They did over 300,000 pay-per-views. Oscar De La Hoya said Devin and Ryan did 330 pay-per-views with a $4 million gate. Now, David and David's gate was higher because they was in Vegas for one. And for number two, the record at Barclays is $5 million set by Gervonta Tank Davis, which he set the crack this next month. But Devin versus Ryan, they already gonna get 300,000. But it's controversy. Whenever there's controversy, that's gonna boost the sales up. Plus, since Devin got whooped by Ryan, Ryan has been trending. Like, Ryan became that guy after that fight. He beat one of the four kings. So Ryan is 1-1 versus the four kings. The only person now he needs now is Teofimo. After he fights Rolly, he needs Teo. Ryan and Teo will do numbers. But then you got Devin Haney. They say it was because of Osterin. And another thing, brother, and I still don't wish the bad on him. I would love to see Devin's career. A lot of people, because I keep it real, a lot of people think I hate Devin Haney. And that is not the case. But I'm a realist and I keep it all the way 1,000. I'm not going to pacify nobody. I'm not about to lie to nobody. I'm not about to lie to kick it. Devin Haney just doesn't have the skill set to beat a Ryan Garcia. I'm sorry. Ryan is too fast and too powerful And he's done been against Devin too many times. He knows Garcia is Devin's anti-kryptonite. Like Devin calls Devin Haney, like I said, he telegraphs his jab. Ryan got a sneaky left hook that's faster than you blink. So Devin gets obliterated from it. Then they're the same size. Ryan is much stronger. He hits much harder. And that's what I'm saying. Plus, they done fought each other for the last, 18 years? So anything you got, he's done seen it. So Devin just can't beat Ryan. And I said that. But I also said that Devin beats Tio. I feel like, Bill Haney trained Jermaine Ortiz to beat Tio. I feel like Devin is a better fighter and a better athlete than Jermaine Ortiz. That's why I said Devin should have no problem beating Teofimo Lopez. But it's just certain fighters can't beat certain fighters. And Devin just can't beat Ryan. And I just hope his dad doesn't let him go through what the fuck he went through last time. If you see it's a lost cause, Devin Haney doesn't have that thunder that can bail him out. If you see your son is getting destroyed, stop the fight. He doesn't have one punch power that can end the fight. So if Devin is not boxing this nigga completely and shutting this man down, then stop the fight. Or your son will be damaged irrecoverably. I don't know if I can't pronounce it. Irrecoverably. Y'all know what I mean. He be damaged beyond repair. Terrell W. If Devin had Ryan's power, he would have been done fought Tank. If Devin had Ryan's power, he would have fought Tank by now. It wouldn't even have been a question. He would have flatlined Shakur. You know what I'm saying? He'd have fought Shakur, Tank, everybody. Yes, sir. Devin will be talking shit to call people out. A motherfucker looking Devin direction. Hey, you trying to fight? Like, Devin couldn't be blessed with Ryan power. He had Ryan's power and speed. The world wouldn't be a safe place. That nigga be trying to fight everybody. And shout out to my man Animalistic Savant in the Cash App with the $2 holler. He said, y'all donate to the grind. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that donates. Especially you, Animalistic. Make sure you sign up for the daggone Discord. Appreciate you, King. But yeah, motherfuckers don't understand that. And like I said, Ryan Garcia is too good for Devin. But 2 Cent, let me ask you a question, Queen. Who do you got beating Ryan Garcia? First off, Ryan Garcia has just left Derrick James. He has left Derrick James and he's went back to Canelo and Eddie Reynosa. One thing about it, Eddie Reynosa, Ryan Garcia looks up to Canelo Alvarez. So Ryan is not about to be that goofy ass shit. Canelo, when Ryan fought with Canelo, Canelo made sure that nigga was in shape. Ryan is going to be in the best shape of his life because he doesn't want to let his hero Canelo down. And that's another thing. I'm glad y'all here. I dropped the link in the chat. Anybody want to hop up here and want to talk about this? How is that going to work out? Ryan Garcia's over there with Eddie Reynosa and Tio's over there. So how the fuck is that going to work? Yeah, Boots will beat Ryan Garcia ass, DZ. Well, hold on. Boots should win versus Ryan Garcia. But Ryan at 147, he looks real good, real powerful. Like if him and Boots start boxing, Ryan's fast. Ryan's fast. If he catch Boots with a hook that he really don't see, Boots could be closing his eyes. That's what people gotta understand. It don't matter how great a fighter you are. If a motherfucker hit you that right time, that right place, you're going night-night, nigga. Like I said, Lennox Lewis got knocked out by McCall and Rockmine. There's no way Hassan Rockmine was supposed to beat Lennox Lewis. But he hit that nigga with the and sat Lennox ass down. And you know something non-drickle. I wouldn't say Ryan's getting them undetectables. But I do know the people in the Eddie Reynosa camp have been having clenbuterol. And Ryan is Mexican. But 2 Cent, I don't think Ryan gonna fight Boots though, because his dad already said no to that. But I feel like Ryan will beat Mario Barrios. He'll beat Brian Stanionis. I'm gonna tell you a good fight for Ryan Garcia, and it's a great fight. And I know the dude right there, it'll be his biggest payday. If Ryan Garcia fought Brian Norman Jr., who you talking about playing at 619? I think Ryan Garcia and Brian Norman Jr. will be a great fight. And ain't Ryan and T.O. fighting for a interim belt? Ain't Ryan and Rolly fighting for an interim belt? They going for the WBA World? Okay, the WBA. I hate when people call it the regular belt 2 Cent. Just say the world belt, the belt that Tank used to have. Oh, you backstage? Okay, Queen.
All right. If it don't let me stay on here today, I'm gonna try a different device. What up, Rick?
2 Cents, what's up with it? What's up, Upper?
Chilling,
Chad?
What's
man.
up? What's going on
Hey
with y'all
man,
kings?
dog, I had a couple minutes to chime in before I jump off for 2 Cent get to cooking. What made me jump up was when you mentioned how you said Devin don't sell. And you also mentioned how Bud don't sell. So I was like, man, as far as Dev back undefeated, Bud undefeated, you know, this undisputed designation, blah 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 here now. What 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 do you feel is the main reasons both of those, quality fighters don't sell?
You want me to tell you?
Y'all share y'all.
I'm glad you asked that, brother Timms. First off, Devin Haney did sell that first, Rick. I mean, Devin Haney, his first pay-per-view did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. That's a success. Him and Loma did 150,000. That's 12 million in pay-per-views right there, Rick. You feel me? That's 12 million plus the $4 million gate. That's a $16 million fight. That is success.
Wait a minute. You say 12 million pay-per-views?
And guess what? Devin had a chance to. No, I said that's a
$12 million gate.
$12 million fight. I say he did
Okay.
150,000. No.
All right.
You keep going in
All
and
right,
out.
look,
You
the
keep
fight
going
was
in and out. Up.
$70.
You keep
Yeah,
going in
you
and
break
out.
it up. Yeah, a lot.
Okay, hold on.
Hey,
All right, hold on.
and let me just say this right quick
I
while you
said
get
now.
situated.
What I said was that he did 150,000 pay-per-views, right? 70,000,
Man, your shit
7
breaking up
million per
bad,
100,000. Then you
Your
got the
shit
gate
breaking
that
up
was
bad, homie. You breaking up bad, homie.
like 2 to 3 million. So I'm saying they made 12 to 13 million on that fight. So he had a chance to run it back. He had a chance. I said he had a chance to run it back. It's still breaking up. All right, hold on one second. I'm about to switch devices. I hate when
All
I have
right,
to
I'll
do this.
keep
I'm
going.
about to switch devices. Hold on.
I'll keep going while you do that.
Give me one
So
second.
look,
Talk to the people, man, while I do this.
yeah. So dog, what I feel like more mainly the causes of their lack of interest is, when it comes to Dev, it's like the constant display of Bill being so upfront, you know, being a hell of a father raising this boy, but the negotiations, the shenanigans, the spats, that kind of push people away from Devin, and Bud, man, it's still a bad echo. The sound quality is shot.
All right, hold on one second.
So then Bud is such
All
a
right,
bullheaded, arrogant person, people that so used to winning and having high quality success, sometimes them type of people nose be so in the air, you can't tell them nothing. And they arrogance
I don't
and
think that was the thing
ugliness
with Bud, though, bro.
stand out. Bud, hey man, Bud, a lot of the
Yeah,
time, Bud be acting real shitty sometimes, man.
but
Moody like a woman to me,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, he did. But you hear it? Check this out, right?
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like this is what happened with Devin, right? Like I said, he did 150,000 pay-per-views with Loma, and they did like a $3 million gate. That was a success. That fight generated over 13 to 15 million dollars. You feel what I'm saying? Plus,
Mm-hmm.
they got paid by they also got paid by ESPN because ESPN get to put the fight on, so that pays for the undercard and everything. Devin Haney. Now remember, he built up his name and he was calling Tank out. He was calling Tank out, so people was looking forward to Devin versus Tank. Now Tank just got out of jail. But not only that, everybody was calling for the Loma and Devin rematch. Everybody felt like it was discrepancy in that fight right there. They felt like, now remember, Devin had just did two solid gates with George Cambosos. They did over 30,000 and 40,000 in Australia. They did like, I think in Australia, they did like 200,000 pay-per-views plus both times. That's just in Australia though. So, they represented George Cambosos in Australia. So Devin already was accumulating a fan base. So then when he fought Loma, everybody wanted the rematch. Like you had stars, you had entertainers, you had actors, rappers. everybody was like, they thought Loma won. They wanted to see the rematch. So Devin versus Loma would have pulled in no less than 250,000 to 300 pay-per-views right there. Everybody wanted it. So everybody that bought it the first time would have bought it the second go round. That's just like Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. The first fight did like 400,000. The second fight did almost 800,000. You know, whenever there's a controversy, it's going to boost the sales up because people want to see it. So Devin turned down the rematch with Lomachenko. Then he turned down the Tank Davis fight. Now you just turned down your biggest payday or one of your biggest gates right there because Devin and Loma would have broke the gate. They would have did some numbers, Rick. That's a black man versus a white man. Plus it's a rematch. Plus it's undisputed. Plus they felt like Loma won. Plus they just did 150,000 the first go round. That was a key to success. You had the two wins versus Cambosas that got you out there. Then you had the Lomachenko fight that made you a pay-per-view star. Now you fight him again, that solidifies you as a pay-per-view star. Or
Hold
you
on, hold
got
on.
Tank Davis.
Hey, oh, I gotta jump off, man. I gotta jump off. I'm gonna holler back. I'm gonna try to jump back up. I gotta make this call.
All right. Shalom to my brother, Mr. Altruistic in the building. Salute, King. Peace and blessings. And shout out to the Queen. She back up here, Miss Two Cent. Did you hear me, Two Cent?
Yeah, I'm on a new device. We'll see how long it let me stay.
Okay. But like I was saying to Rick, so he had a chance to fight Tank. He chose not to do. I mean, he had a chance to fight Loma. He chose not to do it. He also had a chance to fight Tank. He chose not to do it. So the dude that you've been calling for all this time, you chose not to do it, and you chose not to give the fans what they wanted was a rematch. Now, one thing about boxing fans, if you don't give them what they want, then you know you could possibly lose your fan base. Like people, that's one thing about fans, they're very fickle. So you mean to tell us that you turned down Tank Davis and you turned down Lomachenko to go up there and fight a Regis Prograis? Nobody asked for Devin versus Regis Prograis. Everybody was
Nobody.
shocked, like Regis fucking Prograis. I'm
After
being
that
totally
Zorilla
serious.
performance.
After
After that
yes,
Zorilla performance.
after we seen Regis almost die fighting Zorilla getting out the bathtub. But they say everything with this fight, you had a chance for the Tank fight. That's what really hurt people. But if you didn't fight Tank and you fought Loma, then people would have understood that because you know that's unfinished business. You didn't have no business with fucking damn motherfucker Regis. Damn it, knocked 2 cent off. Damn it. Hey, 2 cent.
Yeah.
Do you got a laptop? You got like a laptop or something?
I mean, I'm picking my daughter up from school, so I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, because usually laptop. But see, hell, I'm on a damn phone right now. I guess I go in from the site. Like I go in from the main place and go in. But what I was saying is you had a chance and you denied it for a Regis Prograis. Fans was not trying to hear that. Regis Prograis was a nothing. And it looked like that you was ducking the smoke to go pick a damn easy opponent.
I think
And
he just
yes, you
wanted
beat
that
the
belt.
shit.
He wanted to be a two division
Yeah,
champion
but
and he wanted to get that belt. And he made a strategic decision to go up there and fight a champion that didn't look too good in his last.
honestly, I think he would have got more respect for going up there and fighting Matias. That been knocked 2 cent off again. This shit pissed me the fuck off. Shit. But like I was saying, he had a chance to fight, and out of everybody he had a chance to fight, he chose Regis Prograis. Like people probably would have respected him more if he went up to fight Matias or something. But Regis Prograis, like that fight wasn't even competitive. And niggas knew he was gonna win that fight before he even got started. And see that right there is what messed up Devin Haney. And then afterwards, after the Regis fight, then you go. Who was that after the Regis? I think after the Regis fight, you end up fighting Ryan Garcia, and he beats you like a damn $2 drum. Ryan Garcia destroys you. You get that taken off, and then you're a broken fighter. Like people see you face down, ass up in the ring. They see you on your knees in the ring. Like the dream became a nightmare, and people sat there and watched it crumble, dog. Like they watched it. I know 2 Cent. I'm sorry, boo. Tomorrow I'm gonna come in on StreamYard regardless. Even though I still got a few days of restream, I'm gonna come in on StreamYard. Yeah, shout out to my man Animalistic Savant. He come back through the cash out with the $1 holler. He said, "This is how you support." Well, I appreciate you, King. He said, "If everybody supports $1, that should help out." Hey man, I appreciate anybody and what they can do, Animal, and I appreciate you. Everybody might not have $1, bro, but I take your time. I take people time. You feel me? You can't hear me, Angie. It shows that I'm talking. Y'all can't hear. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me.
Can y'all hear me now? Oh, well, they put a one in the chat. I thought y'all couldn't hear me. Oh shit! I done went out and came back in because I thought y'all couldn't hear me. But what I was saying was shout out to my man Animalistic Savant in the Cash App. He said everybody putting $1. That's how we can support. And I told him, I said, bro, it's good. I just appreciate anybody that does support. But salute to you, Animalistic. You always been around, Mr. Altruistic. Hey, bro, you need to join the Discord, man. We got the Discord set up. We had the fight going this weekend as well. But what I was saying though, I'm gonna keep cooking Creole. Like Devin had a chance, and see, this is what pisses me off. People be like, "Oh, Floyd made Tank the star that he is." No, Floyd did not make Tank the star he is. And I'm about to explain that to y'all. Floyd put Tank on the stage, and when Floyd puts Tank on the stage, Tank executed. Floyd put Tank on his undercard, and he beat the shit out of Pedraza, won the belt. He made it look exciting for fans. People don't forget. Look how many times Floyd did something for Badu Jack. He tried to make Badu Jack a star. Badu Jack is still mid-grade. He tried to make Mickey Bay a star. He tried to make Africa a star. Floyd tried with all his people, so we can't sit there and we can't sit there and act like he ain't tried. After the show, Mr. Altruistic, I'll send you a link from the phone, bro. I'll send you a link from my phone. Because I ain't got it right now and I don't want to mess up though. I got it on my phone and I can send it to you. I ain't trying to mess up where y'all can't hear me again if I go to the archives on my phone. But yeah, like Floyd tried to make all the people stars. He could. You know, Floyd, he did a good thing for Earl Spence. But shit, Floyd is not God. You feel what I'm saying? He helped Tank Davis, and you know, Tank Davis did what he was supposed to do. And that's what anybody's supposed to do. And that's what I'm saying. Devin Haney had the world at his fingertips, bro. He just did the fights with George Camboso, right? Australia was there. He did over 40,000 and 30,000 in Australia. You know, they did a little pay-per-view. Devin was popping. He just did 150,000 in Vegas with Lomachenko. They called for the rematch. Devin and Bill denied the rematch. Tank Davis called for the fight. He denied the fight. He goes and fights Regis Prograis, a fight that nobody asked for. Nobody asked for that fight. So yeah. Then, you know, he do the fight with Ryan Garcia. That fight actually sells. It does 330,000, which is a good number for a pay-per-view. People don't realize 150,000 is a successful pay-per-view. Devin and Ryan did 330,000 plus a $4.5 million gate. So if people are actually doing the math, that's 28 million in pay-per-views. Now hold on. My bad, my count was off. Hold on. 24. Yeah, 28 million pay-per-views. No, about 26 million pay-per-views. They did about 26 million pay-per-views, $4.5 million gate. That's $30 million that fight generated. And the undercard wasn't shit, plus the zone took care of that. So Ryan and Devin generated $30 million. That is a very successful pay-per-view. They did the same amount of pay-per-view buys that that Earl Spence and Sean Porter did. Earl Spence, Yordenis Ugas. So that was a successful pay-per-view. Ox Steel, salute, King. That was a successful pay-per-view. What happened, the person that was on the other end wasn't successful because Bill Haney tried to get greedy and he asked for Miss Barbara D, what happened? And I'm about to explain it. See, Gennady Golovkin, he had this problem with Eddie, with Oscar and Eddie too. So, you know, Triple G, he signed a deal for 30% of the gross revenue. Gross revenue is how much the fight makes. So a gross revenue is how much the fight makes in all. That's why you got the veto power and everything to say, no, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. Bill, on the other hand, he agreed to 50% of net profits. Now, people don't understand what gross revenue and net profits is. Let me tell you. Gross revenue is all the money that they made for the fight. That means the concession stands, everything. That's the gross revenue. But the net profits is all the money that you made after you done paid all your expenses. And so according to Oscar, it was only $4.5 million left after they paid everybody and all the expenses. So Devin and Oscar had to split between 2.2 and 2.150. You feel me? Like either 2.2 million or 2,150,000. That's was the profit that they got. So Oscar, he doctored up the manuscripts and everything. So yeah, they didn't hardly get shit. And Bill, he was upset about it, but it's too late. You should have said something about it earlier. But he didn't. And so that's why they only got like 2.5 million for the Devin fight. I mean for the Ryan fight. So yeah, Devin had that right there. So in all actuality, Devin and Ryan both should have got paid again, but they got that deal. And that deal say that if you take this money up front, then you have to pass a 400,000 threshold before you can get back in. Top Rank has a similar joke, but theirs is 500,000. So if you sit there and do that right there, you're getting paid. You're getting them done dirty anyway, because that's how Manny Pacquiao, when he fought for Top Rank, Manny Pacquiao had 6 fights that did over 1 million pay-per-view buys. The fight he had with Oscar De La Hoya was 1.3 million. But they didn't get paid until after they went over 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Right? So until they reach 500,000 pay-per-view, it's because Oscar and Manny both, I think they both got like 7 to 8 million up front. I think it was 8. I think it was 8 million up front. But when Pacquiao won, I think Oscar and Pacquiao both got like 25 million. So I think Pacquiao and Oscar both got like around 30 million for that fight. Right? So they both got 30 million for that fight. The gate was 17 million. So they got paid for 800,000 pay-per-views, which is about 50 million plus the 17 million gate. So that's 67 million. They both walked away with 30-some million. So Top Rank got a free 500,000 in pay-per-view buys, which is the equivalent of $35 million. And see, Pacquiao, that's why Pacquiao said when he fought Keith Thurman, and they did almost 600,000 pay-per-views, right? Pacquiao said, beside Floyd Mayweather, that was his biggest payday. Because when he fought Keith Thurman, they had like the $14 million gate, plus let's say the 600,000 pay-per-views, right? The 600,000 pay-per-views, that was, let's see, 48 million. That was 70-some million dollars, or 60-some million dollars in pay-per-views and the gate, right? Pacquiao walked away with 50 million. So he walked away with 50 million and did less pay-per-views. And see, that's why Canelo is not leaving Al Heyman. Because the money that they get paid at the PBC, PBC don't put that stifle on you, that hold. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I hate this restream shit. But put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Nobody can hear me? What's up? All right. Thank you, all things. All right. And the thing with Bud had a chance to be a pay-per-view star as well. But he didn't want to fight Danny Garcia for one. He didn't fight Danny Garcia at 140. He moved up. Regis Prograis was trying to fight him, but he moved up. But Bud had a chance to be the A-side to Earl Spence. Bud had a chance to fight Manuel Manny Pacquiao. You feel me? Bud had a chance to fight Manny Pacquiao. They said it was them that said it, signed and delivered. But Bomac told Bud not to sign it. So Bomac told Crawford not to sign it for some reason. I think it was because Pacquiao was getting $20 million. And I think Pacquiao was getting 20. And I think Bud was getting like 4 or 5 up front. And I think Bud was like, you know what? Fuck that. Which was good because, bro, Pacquiao was a legend at that time and he was nobody. But Bud's ego cost him that fight because he was supposed to get, like I said, almost $5 million. But it didn't happen that way. So that's what happened to Bud. And then Bud also fought fighters on the decline. Like he fought Amir Khan after Amir Khan's been stopped. He fought Kell Brook after bringing him down from a different weight. He got dropped by Mean Machine. He sat there and told us to suck his weed. You feel what I'm saying? Like he invited his body to us, basically. Like, you know, he was like, yo, man, suck my ass. Whoa. We'll become cool like that, bro. So, you know, that shit, those are fighting words up north. You say that shit right there, you got motherfucking action. You hear me? And you know, that might have throat going out. But you know, niggas don't take it that serious around the world. But see, you invite a person to your body part around here with us, we're gonna put you on the newspaper, on the shirt. You feel me? Hell yeah. See, thanks for my boy CA in the cash app with the $2 holler. He said just a little something for the grind. And look, man, anybody that represents the channel and sends the cash app, bro, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, bro. Like I said, y'all the ones that keep this channel going. I can't do it without y'all. And like I said, I'm trying to build this channel better for y'all. I'm building the community. And Miss Angie Wise Bet, you better make sure you come next time we stream a fight. And like I said, this week we're gonna start putting the bets in there. You feel me? We're gonna start putting the bets up in there. But y'all make sure y'all come through and check it out. We're gonna start streaming I'm gonna put the Super Bowl in there as well. But like I said, we're gonna set it up where it got football rooms, the basketball rooms, and of course the boxing. But yeah, Bud, he had a chance to fight people when they supposed to. And the Earl Spence and Bud fight lost its steam. Because after Earl fought Yordenis Ugas, him and Bud were supposed to get it in. Bud dragged us on for a year. Some people say he was cycling off. I don't know. I do know when he fought David Avenesian, it wasn't no drug test going on. But he got in there when he fought Spence. Bud was a big guy. He was muscularly stout. I don't know how he picked that muscle up like that, but he did. Bud was the bigger guy to the weight bully Earl Spence. Just like Bud was the bigger guy when he fought Madrimov. Bud was 170 pounds when he fought Madrimov. Yeah. But Bud came in there, he did his stuck thistle. But he had a chance to fight Earl in 2023. Everybody was set to watch that fight. You had AI, Allen Iverson. He picked out his fit and everything, waiting on that fight. And we all was expected to be in November. And then he told us it wasn't no fight. He was fighting David Avenese. And it was fucked up. He knew he was fighting David. That's why he only had 4 weeks to train. So they already had that shit in the workings. But what they was doing, I feel like they was stalling out Earl. So Earl couldn't make use of that date. And so he wasn't able to get a fight in. That's what I think. Mr. M Pride, I seen the one where Banks, you ain't got the link either. I said we got a Discord channel where we be streaming the where we can watch fights together. Like we had the David versus David whole card over there. And I said, the Discord, we're gonna open up rooms over there. We're gonna have a room for boxing, one for football, one for basketball. Hell, might even do one for damn racing and baseball. But we're gonna put the rooms up in the Discord, and only the AMCFSG members get there for free. Like whenever it's a pay-per-view event that come, oh yeah, we're gonna put some of that UFC up in that shit too. We're gonna put that UFC in there for all the UFC fans in this motherfucker. But only AMC FSG people, we all get to get in there for free because we paying to put that shit up there. We ain't paying for nobody that's an outsider. But we're gonna make a temporary room for pay-per-view for outsiders, not us. We'll have our own room, right? But in that room, you can come and go. So if you do want to go into the other room, the one that's private, the one that's got the lock on it for just the guests, y'all can still do that because we gonna either charge them like a $5 or a $10 surcharge because they're not part of the family. And yeah, that's what I was saying. Banks, hit me on Instagram, that way I can send it to you from there. Cause I don't have it. I have to go off my phone to get the link. Matter of fact, y'all give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second. I'll go grab it. Y'all give me 1 second. All right, there go the link right there, family. There go the link right there. Mr. Altruistic Bank Hayes, there go the links right there for you. And yeah, CA. Yeah, of course, if you want to send Cash App, you can still send Cash App. What I do, bro, I don't want to, I just tell people I try to get at least 5. You feel what I'm saying? People can keep sending Cash Apps. Yeah, ain't no problem. I just say we need at least to get 5 to hit the donation. At least the goal. Like I got a goal to at least get 5 people to donate per day. But yeah, brother, if you want to send anything extra, that's cool. It's always appreciated. Like I said, anytime somebody says something, bro, it's always appreciated. Like I said, $1, anything, I appreciate that, bro. So yeah, no doubt. But they're gonna link anybody needs it for the daggone chat room. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it says invite invalid. Wait, everybody, here go my Instagram right here. This is my Instagram right here. Hit me on Instagram, whoever needs the invite, and I'll send it to you on Instagram today. I just gotta hit my man GM to get it, and I invite you off of it from Instagram. Anybody that needs to make it to the group. But like I said, I'm thinking about doing all sports. You're gonna try to put a racing room in there. They put that NASCAR up in there. Maybe the Formula 51. AMC is we a sports bar. You know how like if Buffalo Wild Wings them trying to do it big like that. You feel me? Like I said, I was in a Discord group one time. It had a couple thousand people in it, and this shit was fun. And the chat room is stay open. And like I said, a lot of people go to different channels just to talk to each other in chat. Well, our chat room will stay open for the members. But like people that's not AMG FSG, like I said, we'll make a temporary room for them. So when they come in to watch like a pay-per-view event or something, like I said, they'll be in there for the pay-per-view event. And then after that, we'll just delete that room. And so their pass will be gone as well. So they don't see what all we do. Shit, I was gonna tell you, send me your number or something, Banks, and I can send it to you or something. Because I gotta send it to my brother Altruistic. Yep. But my boy Just Dude's on. Shout out to everybody that looked out in the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody for supporting the grind. Like I said, this year, we try to take this channel to a different level. I still got to work on my other channel, but I'm trying to build this community, this sporting community. I'm going to get the sports betting up for us. You know what I'm saying? And we just going to have a place where we can hang out and chill. I mean, a happy place. Even though we AMC FSG. You feel me? Even though we anger management crew, Fire Stick Gang. And yes, we support the PBC. We pay for all the PBC fights. But if you turkey out our sheep, I'm just letting you know, nigga, you getting Fire Stick Gang. But peace and blessings to everybody out there. And I catch y'all the same bat time tomorrow. Anybody else that needs the link, hit me up on Instagram.
Smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was close, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga.
And oh yeah, shout out to my brother Banks, the boxing fan, in the Cash App with the $1 holler. And I'm gonna send that to you, bro. All right.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeezy, leaving nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeezy, leaving nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill him. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on .62, gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5 boys sell, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leaving nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em.